Hallo, meine Dame. Kann ich Ihnen behilflich sein?
Hallo, wie geht es Ihnen?
Gut, danke. Und Ihnen?
Gut. Ich bin hier auf Urlaub und...
Let's try English, shall we?
Yes. I've been studying German at home and I thought I knew a lot, but it's so different now that I'm actually here.
Books alone are poor language teachers. You'll pick it up.
My name is Grace Nakamura. I'm staying at Schloss Ritter, and you are...
You may call me Herr Habermas. Welcome to Rittersberg, Miss Nakamura.
What can you tell me about Rittersberg?
It is a very old town. The walls around it were built in 1438.
Have there always been Ritters in Rittersberg?
Yes, Martin Ritter built the castle in 1223, and the town grew up around it.
What is this building?
This is the Rathaus.
The town hall?
Yes.
Do you keep old town records here? Criminal trial records?
Yes, we have files going back to the 12th century.
Great. Werner Huber told me about a local trial that supposedly involved a werewolf. I'd like to learn more about it.
What was the date?
Sometime in the 1700s?
Let me go look. I heard of this case when I was a boy, but I always thought it was just a scary tale. I never thought to look in the archives. It was there, all right. What did you want to know?
Why did they bring the wolf to Rittersberg? I know the Schattenjager lived here, but why didn't he just...
Kill it where he found it? I don't know. Let's see. Ah, yes. They wanted to know what man it was, who it was.
They brought it here so it would change back?
Yes, exactly.
Did it change back?
That's what it says. They put the wolf in a cell, and the next morning they found a man in there. A laborer from out of town identified him as Baron von Raleck from Eifing.
Why did they want to find out who the werewolf was?
I would guess... Yes. It says here that a group of villagers were sent to the werewolf's hometown once they learned its human identity.
Why? They thought there were more of them there?
In those days, the family of the identified werewolf would be in great danger. Many believed such curses were handed down through the bloodline.
Where was the werewolf kept while it was here?
The dungeon. There's a dungeon in the Rathaus basement. We don't use it anymore, of course.
What happened to the alleged werewolf?
He was interrogated for 2 days. He confessed his guilt. The trial took place on the 3rd day, and he was sentenced to death by quartering with a stake. He was given a final meal. He asked to see a confessor, and this was granted. He died at dawn the following day.
They pulled off his limbs and burned him?
Don't think harshly of us, miss. That was a long time ago. Was there anything else?
I suppose not. Unless... Is there any way I could see the dungeon?
It would be my pleasure.
Everything's been kept the way it was when the dungeon was in use. We show it off to tourists sometimes. Are you all right, miss?
I'm fine. It's just that this place is so claustrophobic.
I tell you what, Normally, this place is locked to keep out the village children. I'll leave it open. You can come and go as you please.
Would you? Thank you so much.
You are most welcome. Goodbye, and good luck.
Bye.
Hello again. Did you need something else?
I had a thought while I was in the dungeon.
Yes.
You mentioned that Baron von Rawlik was allowed to give a last confession. I suppose the priest was from St. George's?
I suppose it was.
Would there be a record of the last confession? It might tell us more about the Baron's life.
Good idea, young lady. Those records are in German, though, and Father Getz doesn't speak English. Do you think this would really help your Schattenjäger?
I'm not sure. It couldn't hurt.
All right. I'll write you a note. You give it to Father Getz, and he'll see if they have a record of the confession. If they do, you bring it back here to me, and I'll help you translate it, okay?
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
Certainly. You got my curiosity up too, you know.
I have the church file.
Excellent. Let me see it. What's this? This is in English. It's from a lawyer in Buenos Aires. It's addressed to St. Georg's Church. The date is 1764.
What's it say?
It's a request for information about the death of Baron Klaus von Rawlik. It says it's for the family. I assume someone answered it. Curious?
What?
The seal on the envelope.
A wolf?
Okay. The last confession. The Rawlik family took the symbol of a black wolf to represent their great skill at the hunt. Let me see. Klaus von Rawlik says that he lived up to the family symbol too well. His friends nicknamed him the Black Wolf, but he confessed it was more because he was prideful and treated his villagers and women very badly. He was much feared. The Baron confesses that a life of sin brought the werewolf curse upon him. Listen to this. A gypsy camp, Hungarians, came to Alfing one day. He wanted one of their young women. He had her brought to his castle by force, and there he...
Raped her?
Raped her, yes. He intended to release her, but before he did, the girl killed herself. The next day, an old gypsy woman from the camp cursed him, saying that he was to become the shape that his name and his crimes showed his heart to be.
I see.
Soon afterwards, her curse came about. Klaus von Rawlik began to change, to run at night as wolf, to kill and eat human flesh. He begs forgiveness from God and from his wife and son. He says he welcomes his punishment, if only it will pay for his sins and save his family from further pain. That is all that is written.
Wow. Thank you.
I'll return this to Father Getz for you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, young lady. And to your Schottenjäger.